Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We're back in Mine Mogul. I'm playing the demo, and oh man, I think I want to rework things like substantially. And I think I want to disable all of these miners while we do it, so we don't end up with piles and piles of goodies here. Let's there's a gem right there. Let's grab that while I see it. Pull that guy out. It's in my little gem pile, or my little emerald pile. Let's turn off the miners, because I have an idea what I want to do. And I'll explain it to you here in a second, but let's take you, and you, and you, and you, and let's set those guys down. These are the miners. I'm going to set those down, I think, with the G key. Boom. That box should have 4 miners in it. And then let's pick up the garbage. Maybe I can get some of this processed. There is a risk with a game like this if you have too many of these little objects spawned that... Whoa! It's a huge thunderstorm where I'm at right now. You might hear it in the background. But I was saying there's a risk that performance could lag if we have too many of these objects spawned and not being processed. So before that becomes the case, and I don't know if it would be, but I imagine it could be the case. I'm going to put some of this stuff up here. While I do that, what I was thinking between episodes is it looks like there's a few different things we want to have happen before materials get sent into the hopper, right? If it's an ore, we're going to want to smelt it into bars. You know, we're going to want to grind it and then smelt it into bars and send it in. So that probably goes for gold and iron. If it's coal, we just want it to, I think we still want to grind it down and then sent in. Oh man, look at all the stuff in here. So just rid this for now. And then if it's a gem, then we want it polished, right? You need one little nugget of iron. Just put them all away. There's one. We do want one of these. Well, probably not. Let's set it over here, actually, in case we want to filter on iron. Pop that guy down there. So yeah, so I think working back from this hopper, this main kind of hub, you know, in terms of like the game shapes, I think we want to work back from there and create lines and then have the mines feed into some master conveyor that does all the filtering. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now this map is huge. I'm sure we can put more miners down all throughout this map. Let's grab this lantern. I don't know if we can use these rails. Are these mine carts and the rails? Just looking around. This might be gold, right? That looks lighter to me. Let's see if we can find our way back. And the idea would be if there's one big belt of ore coming in, can we set up all the different filters and stuff here right before we get to the hoppers to handle anything? And then we're just hooking up miners and their belts into this one master belt that comes into the factory. So let's think about that a bit. Got a nice long run of things. Straight out that way, right? Take up that light if we needed to. Just looking for a long run where we can line up filters and things. Just thinking here, bear with me. All right, I'm going to... let's just slap this light down somewhere. just so it's out of my way. Let's find a place that needs it, and I can get it off my hotbar. A little dark over here, right? Pop you right there. I'm thinking of moving these rollers back to here, coming through this way with the rollers. Thinking. Smelter. In theory, once things are smelted, right? We want them dumped right in here. So let's grab the smelter. Boom. What if that was right here? Dumping stuff straight into the hopper, then this stuff would go away. This may not work. It's going to take a little bit of time to figure it out. For me to figure it out, anyway. Hopefully that goes. I probably need to test it, don't I? Stuff we want smelted definitely needs to be ground up. So let's grab the grinder. And then what were we doing? We were filtering so that the iron got smelted and the rest didn't. And the grinder. Yeah, we don't want coal going into the smelter. So did I get this guy? Is that you? This is the grinder. Let's pick these up. So once it goes through the grinder, if it's if it's iron or it's gold, we want it smelted, right? I just don't know how many more materials there are in the game that I'm not thinking of, or that I don't know about yet. There's gems, gold, and iron. So once I come through here, I want to filter out the coal, have that go straight on in, and then the gold and the iron, they might need to go into their own smelters, because I'm afraid if you mix gold with iron, we're going to get a weird looking ingot coming out. Remember we saw some iron ingots that had like coal nuggets in them? What about, oh boy, let's see. Huge thunderstorm here. Oops. So we would want outcomes shredded coal, gold, and iron. I want to pull out the iron. I want pull out the coal. Let's see. I need the filter, guys. Let's put something else down here. Let's drop these guys with the G key. So there's a crate of rollers, and I'm gonna pick these up, and drop it down again, so they're all in one box. I'm gonna pick you up. Drop you two down. I don't know if I have enough room to do what I want here. But we're gonna need more filters, I know that. Let's get sorters here. 1, 2, 3. I gotta pick those up. This one will be the coal. We'll put a crushed coal in there if I can get one. Then this one, I don't want to filter it out the other way. Man. Yeah, I can see I'm not going to have enough room to smelt. I got to push all this back. All right. Bear with me. Tell you what, I'm going to move some stuff around. And then I'll be right back when I've got it kind of the way I want it. And I'll walk you through it. All right, I'm going to bring you back here while I'm working on this. I'll show you what I've got. So there's our crusher. Crushed material. Hopefully this will just be iron and gold. Will come up through here. Then I got a sorter. And we'll put a lump of something in here. Maybe this iron. Can I get one of you? If I can get up here to do this. I lost my nugget. I have no idea where it went. Maybe the magnet tool. Have it somewhere? Basically, I want to get a nugget of iron into that filter, into this hopper. Grab another one. I have a little piece. Is that it? Yeah, I think that'll do. How can I get up there? Let's try. Alright. Drop this guy in there in the basket. Boom. So now iron will come out here. I'll put a new smelter here once I know I got enough cash for it. And then we'll put the output for smelted iron ingots to go into there. And then the gold will pass straight on through that filter. Come up this chute, get smelted. Hopefully come out those rollers and hopefully land in there. We'll have to test it. If not, everything will have to move back one. Which will be a bit of a drag, but I think we can make it work. So then we got our crusher here, and I want to pull the coal out before it gets into the crusher. We feed the crusher from the top too, though, so let's do it. Here's that. And let's get you... We could put our filter right here. Boom. And in this time, we're going to put... this is going to be raw ore coming in. We'll assume that we're going to pull the gems out beforehand. The raw ore, this would be big chunks of coal, big chunks of iron, and big chunks of gold. And I want to pull the coal out before it gets in there. So I need to put a big piece of coal in there. Then we need belts. Some stuff over here. Oh man, it is really raining. What is this? F. Nope, that's not the ones I want. That's the rollers. Drop that down. I'm going to get some more. Or I can take this up. Let's grab all these. All this. Okay. And I want the coal. Did I get? Yeah, there they are. I want the coal to exit this filter. Kind of comes straight on back. Doop. 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 And then you can kind of curve over here. I'm going to need more conveyors. This is just coal chunks. I'm not going to grind them. I don't know if we're getting extra money for grinding them or not. But it simplifies things a little bit. And I don't think we're going to have a problem with cash. I'm kind of crowded in here as far as getting to the store. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. I held shift to get 10 of those. Pick all these up. Hoping those just drop in. We'll find out. We may have to fine tune this a little bit. All right. Need to put a big nugget of coal in there. Let's grab one. Yeah, this guy right here will do. If I can get up there. How can I get up there? Standing underneath something, yeah. So I want coal in this case to come out the side. The coal is going to drop right on in there, and then I'm going to assume the only stuff that makes it through this filter is gold and iron. They'll both get crushed up. Iron ore will get picked out, filtered out. So crushed iron will go there into its own smelter. Iron bars. Gold, I'm assuming it's just gold that we need to smelt. Just pure gold to smelt. That'll go into its smelter and dump into the hopper. Okay. Last things we need to figure out are the polished gems. And we need to pull those off the belt before things go into this filter. I'm thinking. We can kind of stay up high like this. Here's the main stuff coming in. That's our main line. And we can curve it around so that these other guys, these miners have access to dump into it. This is the main input. But I got to pull out gems. And I got... so I need this belt to stay accessible. Although we could always go higher and dump down to it. I need to pull out gems and have those guys snake around, go through a polisher, and then end up going in there. So where's our polisher thing? I thought I bought one of those. Not that guy. That's our filter. Let's see. Didn't I buy a polisher? Maybe I never bought it. We got the cash. We can buy one. That might be it right there. Let's see what it looks like at the store. Or let's pick that up. Zoom. I think that's it. Kind of a crude little icon for it. Polisher. There it is. Polishing machine. Ingots and gems to making them more valuable. Oh no. Polishes ingots. Ingots and gems. You know what that means? That means problems for us. Problems for us. Why is it problems? Because my smelter's right there and I don't have room to polish ingots. Unless I can put rollers. Oh man, that stinks. Yeah, we gotta polish what comes off of here. Off these two smelters. They could go into a belt. I imagine the polisher can be fed by a mixed belt that had ingots and gems on it. Oh man. What can we do? It's already getting pretty tight here. Now, in theory, we could move... In theory, we could move this factory anywhere. We just need a set of rollers coming into this hopper and a belt coming in this hopper. And those belts can both be mixed. Oh, man. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to give this some thought. I got to think it through. We want to organize this, but I think... yeah, if you got one big processing facility set up, it's just a matter of routing all your ores onto a belt and you're good to go and everything will get sorted. That's my simplified naive view of how it could work. Yeah, we're not going to be able to polish ingots the way we're set up right now unless we push things back. Back. And I have some room to do it there. Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I think I may have a solution for this. If I turn the smelter sideways, that's the one for gold. And I put one next to it. We might be okay. We're gonna find out. And then this guy. Let's get another smelter. Oh man. Looks like we're still doing good on cash. I should be okay. Where are you? Blast furnace. Those aren't very expensive. Take it. I'm assuming, like I said, that each one of these needs their own furnace. You would go there. Check here how it looks up top. Yeah, so they're both getting their ore now, but now they're exiting off to the side. And this guy, I need rollers. I have a bunch of them. What can I put down? Let's put down, or let's go over where our other stuff is. I'm gonna put my sloped conveyors down here with the G key. Or no, let's put the miners down. G. So I have extra inventory space. And I need, those are filters. I need my rollers. They were actually sitting over here. Let's grab them. Boom and boom. And I need the polisher right here. Here's the polisher guy. Oh. Can't put it there. Oh, and it's got to sit on the ground. Oh man, I thought I had it. I don't. Look at this. There's no room to put it. We can get creative. I think we can get creative. Room for it here. Can I get stuff into this? One way to find out. Okay, here's rollers. Might be okay. We saw we have to drop down onto a roller when we make a turn. Hopefully that will work. For this one, we need this routine. Boom. Then we're gonna need something. Boom, and then I'm going to need another one of those rampy ones, which I don't have. That's this guy. I think. See how much fail there is after doing this. How can I do this? I don't know. Wonder if I need two of these. How am I going to do to make a hairpin turn? I'm not sure. That one's dropping out. I'm not sure. Feels like I'm out. You know what I want to do, but it's not going to work. Thinking. It's like I gotta go up here, but every time I make a turn, it's just more goofy stuff. Can't turn this one the other direction. There's no room. That I don't think is gonna work. This I don't think is gonna work. I can't imagine that working. We could try and throw in a few ground up things if we have any. Let's grab the magnet. Sometimes these guys spit out nuggets. This time doesn't look like it. Looking for fragments. Just don't think that's going to work. Push this guy back, but that's not going to help either. Thinking. Just no good way to turn. Oh, unless go up twice. Doesn't look like it. You know, I was thinking if I could hop up twice. Where's that? That's the same height, isn't it? Oh, what did I take out? Did I take out something I didn't want? No. All right. Yeah, that will not work. This will not get me where I need to go. But if I come out two, I think I can do it. All right, hold on. I think I got an idea, but I'm not sure. Sure it's gonna work. That gets me up there, and then it looks like I need another one of these. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's what I need, actually. It seems crazy. That'll drop out. The ingot will drop out. Hop here. Hop up here. Hop up here. And hopefully it'll join up with the ingots from that smelter. And run through a polisher and then go in. The other thing we're going to want to try and do is get our gems on this belt. On this belt too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we have to go way up or something to do that. Anyway, let's get this finished if we can. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't. That gets our gems in. That belt right there is our raw coal nuggets coming in. The last thing we need to do is, this is our main line coming in. We want to filter out gems and filter out emeralds. They need to drop on this belt somehow. We can go high or something with them. And when I filter them, so I need filters. I got 2 filters over here, I think, still. Let's grab them. I can get through this mess. Can I get through here? No. Oh, should be able to walk through there. Oh, alright, we'll go around. Hopefully this is making sense. Gems. And emeralds. So it's going to be 2 more filters. I think snap on right here. 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 These guys are going to be kicking out stuff that needs... Oh, no. That's just ore. Gems, I think, are... Gems will go on a hopper. A regular... I'm sorry, a regular belt. But I think we need that T intersection belt. That's a T belt. Let's go see if we can get one, or a couple of them. Oh man, it's crazy, but we're doing it. I think we're doing it. This is a lot of work, untested. All right, where was it? T junction converter. Grab 3 just in case. Whoops, wrong keys. E and F to pick them up. All right, we want those T. Where'd you guys go? This one. And I think it was a Q. Gotta change them. I want these to be merges. R. Thinking. Q. I don't really want that. How can I do this? You see what I want. That kind of works. Not really. Just push these belts together. I think I can. How can I get these 2 to merge? Well, let's see. If I put a straight belt, does it know? Kind of be cool. Doesn't look like it. So might have to drop down. How can we do that? How can we do it? Sky. You. Sides. We could make it work, but it's going to be ugly. This guy has to be like that. Whoop. That. Yeah. That one's got to go there, and then we got to push these other guys out a little further. I suppose... No, that does have to be right where it's at. Alright, you'll see what I'm doing here in a secaroni. This guy... That. This guy like that. Okay, now those 2 are feeding into this belt. This is our emeralds and our gems. We need those guys to drop down. Oh, man. We can hop over these belts. Go up high. Need them to get onto these rollers somehow so they can go into the polisher. We can... Hopefully they'll travel on a roller, right? It says we're supposed to polish the gems and the emeralds. We'll have to see how they do. But I think we're going to want to go up. Let's curve. Now let's curve around. Be straight. Another knuckle or two. Another nugget. Now let's try and curve. Again, these are emeralds and gems trying to make their way to the polisher is what I'm doing. What I think I'm doing. It may not work. Straight conveyors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2. All right. Don't want stuff falling into that hopper. Nice if we could drop it down right there. I can move that light too. Of course, my inventory's full, so I can't do it right at this moment. All right, let's keep going. Boom, boom. I don't want things spilling off these conveyors and messing up my other production. So that's why I'm going kind of further than I need to. Man, I didn't get anywhere near enough belts, did I? Get under there. Let's do the shift to buy 10. 100. That's not bad. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Curious. Q maybe? Yeah. Changes the direction. Just drop these guys on top of this belt. Oh, maybe you actually latch on there? Of course, we're not where we need to be. All right, I got to put something down. Let's put down our little rolly guys there, and put the other ones down too. Just for now, just so I have room. I got to take up this light. Move this about 3 times. Possible that would work. It'll just drop down. I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. Theory. Lots of theories. Not sure they're gonna work. All right, let's go for the gold and see if this is gonna work. Where'd I put my little miner guys? Here they are. Let's pick these up. Let's get just something on a belt. That belt is going to be this guy. Right? That's the main entry. Oh, and we need to put a gem and a diamond in there. Or an emerald. Sorry, an emerald. Let's pick up one of these. We got to set those filters. We haven't set them yet. This could be a huge fail. We got coal in the other one, which is what we want. So E to drop that one. There's a big coal nugget there. And we just need a diamond, which I have a few saved over here. E to pick it up. Come on. I like these lights, but I'm really putting them in bad places, apparently. Getting in my way. You right in there. Who knows? All right, I got miners. Looks like this could be a mining site, is it? Yep. So this will be our test. We got to get that ore onto that belt. Probably have to reroute this belt because everybody's going to need to find a way to get their stuff onto that. Q to change the direction. But this will be our first test at least. Oh man, there's a lot of work. I don't know if it's going to work yet. Of course, I'm one belt short. We can jump pretty high. This is really dubious right there, isn't it? Hopefully you can see what I'm going for, right? Like one big setup. Forgot to grab my belts. All right, let's see what that does for us. If anything, it's like this mine is only going to spit out iron. But we can grab all this and set it on there and just see. Try and see what happens. Okay, the iron got crushed. That's what we want. Coal got kicked off to the side. That's what we want. Let's follow these two paths through. There's our little ground iron and our coal. We want to make sure the coal goes into the hopper. Just as it is. Oh, there's an iron bar over there getting polished. Check it out. I don't know, it doesn't look any different. Is it polished? Can't tell, they look the same. I wonder if there's something I'm missing. Ooh, we got a little bit of a problem there. They're backing up in here. We can fix that, but we're gonna need rollers. So what can we put down? Let's put down our little splitter. Grab our roller, guys. I think we got a solution for this over here. I think we got to come out straight. Yeah, and then do this whole 12 hops. Think that, right? Why aren't you guys going in? They kind of found their way in. Do we have to jump up there, maybe? Might. Let's go get another one of those ramped rollers. Oh man, this Little crowded by the store. Yeah, let's replace this one. One that ramps up. Of course, as usual, I forgot to pick it up from the store. You right there. Alright, I might have to put more ore. That's doing its thing. Yeah, that worked. Topped out. I don't know if that's a polished one or not. I went through the polisher. Maybe you only polish the gold ingots. You got credit for it. We're making a little teeny tiny bit of money. I do have some gold ore back in here. Can I get it? Ooh. Let's grab it a piece at a time. This, let's just get you out of here. Put this on the belt. See what happens to it. In fact, maybe we'll follow it. Should go through and get ground up. See it come through here. There it is. There's the two little ground up things. Then we should see it come on this belt. Go through this filter. There it goes. Is it going to get turned into a gold bar? Oh, bloop, bloop. Oh, check it. If so, it would come out this way. Might need more than 2 little nuggets. Yeah, it looks like it's not putting it out yet. Let's grab another. That all worked. So far, so good. Don't know how we're going to connect all these up. Let's pop you on there. We know that one's going to go where it's going to go, where it's supposed to go. We got 2 gems to test with, too. Grab you. You come with me, buddy. We're going to put you on the belt and see what happens. Boom. Let's see if we can get a gold bar coming out of here. Out of this one. Looks like there's some melted ore in there. Should have gold. There it is. Alright, let's see if this guy's gonna spit out a gold bar. Check it out. Check it out. Oh no, it looks imperfect, doesn't it? Maybe it just needs to be polished. Buff, 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 buff. Check it out. It got changed. Oh, the gem went through. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. The gem went through. So a gem... I don't know where it came from. Oh, that came from way up here. Let's drop a gem on the bell, or an emerald on the bell. Oh, there's one right there. We follow this one. Let's see what it does. Struggles a little bit. But it does work. Okay, yep, that filter kicked in. I don't know if that guy it is moving, but it is laggy, right? Kind of slides. I don't know how you would do it with rollers, though. There's also the conveyor cannon. Check it out. You kind of check its appearance before it goes through the polisher. You. I think we're good. I want to jinx it. There it goes. Look at that. It got polished up. Gotta find a gold mine is what needs to happen next. Alright, in it goes. Nice. Polished emerald, 3 out of 10. Alright, let's what I've got more miners here. Let's Let's grab the lantern and just see what's back here. Anything? Looks like a place we could put a mine. Anything here? Oh, there's something there. Let's. Doesn't look like I don't know what that is. If it's just coal. I thought I saw a mine site that looked like it might produce gold. This stuff? Can't tell. Again, I'm colorblind, so it's hard for me to tell the little iron chunks from the gold chunks. This is all just iron here, but man, I could be wrong. I see the coal and I see diamonds there. This one looks a little brighter. Can't tell. Is that gold? We can find out. Let's grab both of those. What's going to happen is I'm going to forget where I'm at. Let's drop down. I'm going to drop this so I know. That's where I mine this. I'm guessing this is gold. Forgive me if there's an obvious way out of here. I'm going to put this on the belt, see if it goes the gold route. It is. I think it is. Yeah, that looks different for sure. Let's put a miner down if I can find my way back there. Not doing this on purpose. Don't know where I went. Here. There it is, right here. Let's put the miner down and see if this kicks out what we hope it kicks out. And if it does, I gotta go get... Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. How to get out of here? We can't... We can come through this way. I can obviously mine that stuff. And we could come through here. It's a long way. This I can take up all this stuff. Boom, 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 boom. We're doing it. I'm guessing those iron bars don't need to be polished. They don't seem to change. Doesn't seem to hurt doing it. Tell you what, let's wrap this episode here. I may do a little bit of cleanup. Or you know what I'll do? I'll route that that gold belt, because that's going to take a bit of time. Not because of putting down the conveyors, but for me getting lost like 5,000 times. But we do have a new, what I think is a gold mine somewhere. Right there. I think that's all gold. We need to run a belt. So I'm going to, between episodes, clear out any ore nodes that are in our way, and I'll go get all that ore processed. Then we get back, hopefully, we'll hook gold up to our factory somehow. Might be worth going the long way, actually. We can hook up a whole bunch of mines. Oh, man. We can't put scaffolding down. We got stuff down there to explore. got up here before. Yeah, that's it for this one. This is, again, it's Mine Mogul. I'm playing the demo. There's, as I'm recording, there's no way to save the game. So I'm just going to keep on recording right after I stop this episode. And then when we get back, hopefully I will have the gold routed or we'll do it together. Yeah, that's it for this one. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the series on Mine Mogul. Again, it's the demo. Pretty cool game. I'm obviously liking it. And so I highly recommend checking out the demo if this is something you think you'd be interested in. But with that, I'll see y'all in the next episode.